Hi guys, I'm Mark. Laura's asked me to do a video this week because you're talking about long distance relationships and online dating, which I have a lot to say about. So let's talk. So like I said, my name's Mark. I am 20 years old. I live in Scotland, just outside Glasgow, very near Laura, and Violet as well. The three of us actually went to school together. I was born male and I still identify as male. I am a gay man, homosexual, but I just use the term gay. I tend not to go about saying, hey, I'm gay, like some people are gay, get over it, written on my t-shirt. No, there's just no need for that. If it comes up in conversation, then someone will find out, but I'm not going to go about being like, I'm a raging homo. So firstly, we will talk about online dating sites. I've only actually used two websites, which was Plenty of Fish, which I think most people this week have talked about. The other one was Gaydar, which is just for gay men. Neither of those sites were very good. I think websites aren't good if you're a gay man. Maybe they're better for lesbians, maybe they're better for heterosexuals. Personally, my experience of Plenty of Fish, my top match was actually someone that I dated, and you know, it's just, no. Like my second match was someone that I consistently blocked on another app. I did meet one guy, well, two guys. First guy I met, like we dated for a bit, didn't really work out. Second guy I met, we never actually really dated, we hung out loads, but you know, I didn't know that that's what he was wanting. So I got quite hurt by that. And Laura will tell you that I came home crying into her arms one day and I was like, no, he doesn't actually want anything and we've spent all this time together and sake, Laura, with Gaydar, if you want sex, like fine-tuned sex, you want like this specific body type and a specific cock size, like it's wonderful. Like, you can actually search by like cock size to the inch. So really I wouldn't recommend them. Moving on though, when it comes to dating apps, Christ, there's so many. Obviously the big one out there is Grindr, which no one else will really talk about. I've heard it mentioned this week, but no one's actually had experience in that, so that's probably the one that I'm going to focus on the most. There's other apps out there. That Gaydar's got a mobile dating app as well, but again, it's just like the website, it's not very good. There's Hornet, there's Tinder, there's Scruffed, there's Guy Spy, there's Chat D. I'm not going to talk about all these. Most of them I'm maybe used for a day, and just hate it. It's just terrible. It just take me back to my Grindr. The two ones I've probably used heavily are Tinder and Grindr. With Tinder, I went on 2 dates from Tinder. With Grindr, however, like I've used that quite a lot. There was like the entire time I've been single pretty much. But at this very moment, I don't have it, which is really strange. Like this hasn't happened since I was in a relationship. I would have to say with Grindr, like it's in the name really, isn't it? Grindr, like getting down on someone's, you know, grind. Like you know, what most of it's going to be about. Most people are on there looking for sex. You get some weird ass messages. Like get people that will send you a message like, well, it'll be this long story about how you're going to come into their room and they're going to be face down and you're just going to do what you want, and then come and go. It's called Come and Go, that's the name, Come and Go, and you never see their face. They'll send you again, like a few days later, they'll send you this exact same story. So I've never done that, never will do that. You also get a lot of bots on Grindr, and that's annoying. You'll get someone and he's beautiful, like, oh, absolutely gorgeous, but you'll say like, hey, handsome, what's up, or whatever, and you'll send a message, and you'll get this automated reply. Doesn't matter what you say, like you could write gobbledygook, right? And you'll get the next reply and the next reply until they send you a link to go watch them on cam. But the way to spot that anyway is usually they're, I think it's 2'3" or 2'4". If you go on their profile, that's their height. Like, let's be honest, no one's 2'3", so block, please block. And don't be afraid of that block button, by the way. If you're going to use the app, don't be afraid of it. I would have to touch on safety when it comes to Grindr, because personally I have been in a situation that was dangerous. You know, a bad thing happened to me, of which I don't talk about. Hardly anyone knows about it. God, I'm getting all teary now. Like, right, okay. Right, okay, I'm just composed myself a little bit there, because the video did time out at the perfect moment, really, because I did have a little cry. So, there were things I could have done, which I know now, to avoid getting into that situation that I was in. And it, you know, I still, like, sometimes I go to bed and I start thinking about what happened, and I just start crying. I feel like I'm going to start crying just now, but we'll not. We'll try not to think about it. But anyway, when it comes to meeting up with someone, need to be safe. I would say, don't give out your phone number. I tend not to do that. I've had to change my phone number before. First of all, move on to Snapchat. It's fantastic because you can actually see, oh, this person is real, this is what they actually look like. If someone says they don't have Snapchat, say download it. And if they don't want to download it, block them. He's up to no good. To me, I just don't understand why a guy would be like, I want to meet you, but I'm not going to offer you any proof that I'm real. That's just a dangerous situation, and just don't get yourself into it. With your first meet, don't invite them over to your house. Don't go to their house. Do it publicly. Just be safe, right? So I met a guy on Grindr. Just at the time, it felt like the best thing that was happening in my life was this person that I was talking to. I hadn't even met him, but he lived in Aberdeen, which is, it's 126 miles. He originally came from Glasgow, just a student there. So he came back for Christmas. It's like love at first sight. We totally head over heels for each other, and we got to spend pretty much every day together that he was here at Christmas. I would go up every other weekend, and you know, obviously we're not together anymore, and I don't think distance is what broke us up. So whether or not long distance can work, yes, I think it can, if it's what you both want. If it's something that you're both going to commit to and put time and effort into making it work, then it will work. But personally for me, I would never get into it again because it hurt way too much. Like, when I'm in a relationship, it's because, you know, I want to be close to someone, and when you can't actually be close to someone, when it's all virtual, that's what it is. At the end of the day, your relationship is virtual when you're not together, and to me that isn't really what I want.